Hello, welcome to White Davy Gardening and Worm Farm. You like my channel? Then press the subscribe button. So this is my original European nightcrawler worm bin, and I just started feeding it, so I added some banana peels in here. But then I noticed that I'm having an issue for the first time with fruit flies since I started adding the food scraps in here. And that is one of the reasons why I started putting the food scraps in containers to reduce the risk of fruit flies. But anyway, the holes are so big that they still get in. So all those little brown spots that you see here are actually fruit flies eggs. So I'm going to have to make a cover for this. And there are a lot more fruit fly eggs in there. So I'm going to wash this off. There's a baby European nightcrawler on it. So I'm going to wash this off outside. Unfortunately, these creatures can survive freezing. So I'm going to wash this off, and then I'm going to be feeding them some food scraps. It took less than 2 minutes for me to get this thing washed off, and oh, my fingers are freezing because the temperature outside at the moment is -7 degrees Celsius. It's cold. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a bit of food scraps to this container now. And here I have the interior of a pumpkin or a squash and some lettuce veins. I don't want rodents in my bin, which is the #1 reason why I feed food scraps in containers with covers and small holes. So this bin is what I started my 55-gallon European nightcrawler worm bin from. When I counted the worms that were in here, I had 600, so I put 400 or roughly 400 in the 55-gallon worm bin, and so I am left with about 200 in here. That was then, and then the bin froze, so I'm not sure how much is in here, but at least I know that some of them survive. So I'm just going to water this down a bit. Now I'm going to take a measurement of this bin because I need to make a screen for it to prevent the fruit flies from getting in. This bin does not have holes in the sides, so I don't need to measure downwards. So temporarily I'm going to be using this very large mesh that is for my Canadian nightcrawler bin to see if it will help me to keep out the fruit flies. And then I'm going to put the screen, my hardware cloth, back over because the hardware cloth keep the mice out. So I'm going to be putting this back into its proper location. So this is what's going on in my original European nightcrawler worm bin. I didn't show you guys the worms because I started maintaining the bin before I started recording, and I don't want to disturb them anymore because European nightcrawlers are very finicky when it comes to being disturbed. So the next time around I will show you the worms. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more updates on this European nightcrawler worm bin, please give me a thumbs up. You can leave a comment in the section below. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and turn on your notification for more updates like these. Thank you so much for watching and have yourself a wonderful day. Yeah man, it's time to grow.